Aronson, and I'm the founder and executive recruiter of RE Agency. This was our 6th annual UX Mixer and was a great event. We had, again, a really fantastic turnout, and I think our panelists who came from a variety of different backgrounds, some came from startups, some came from technology companies, from product design backgrounds, from digital agencies. Everyone's really trying to learn. There's so much change that's going on in the industry. There's so much around technology and innovation, and that is really impacting how we're all working. And it's also something that we're trying to figure out. So a lot of them are here today to really speak and talk and have a chance to interact and learn from each other.
Design is incredibly powerful, and the screens that we create, the experiences that we create can shape people's behaviors, and they can shape people's lives.
There's tons of occasions where the design community comes together to talk about all kinds of celebratory things, excitement, new projects, new points of view. It's very rare that we have an opportunity to get into some of the really deeper topics that I think are really important.
There's a lot of great conversation around a lot of nuanced and tricky issues that are facing the design community, anything from ethics to how we take care of our own practitioners with mental health and things like that, to the best way that we can do projects and effectively innovate and function well within organizations.
One thing that was a common theme during this evening's discussion was really about ethics and the role and the responsibility that we play in the experiences that we create for our users, and understanding what the scope of that responsibility is.
I'd say my biggest takeaway is around design ethics and how we as designers kind of need to create a code of conduct for the way we operate in this profession. And so design ethics is something I know that we're starting to talk about more in this community. Kind of it's coming up there with inclusion and accessibility and other things that are really great to keep top of mind in tech organizations.
Yeah, I think a lot of what I took away was like, the big question is like, what is design's responsibility in the world? Why does design exist and who does it exist for? And some of the takeaways that were really interesting to me were panel discussions around the ethics and the people we serve at the margins.
Started having a conversation around mental health and how that impacts designers and how we need to think differently about the types of conversations we're having with our teams as leaders. I think that there's a real gap in kind of the language we have at our disposal to talk to each other about mental health in the workplace. And tonight it was really great to see that there's a platform emerging for that type of dialogue that I haven't really seen before. So I think it's a real turning point.
We really had the opportunity to share in an honest and transparent way what our experiences are as design leaders.
We really got to some of the underlying issues that the panelists were really passionate about. And I think one thing that's really neat about the UX community is that we're very introspective. We're very willing to reflect back on the jobs that we're doing and how well of a job that we're doing.
Other considerations and just asking yourself, like, if the work that you're doing today were to be launched out into the world as a press release tomorrow, would you be proud of what you're working on?
So I thought there was a lot of interaction with the audience, and I think that the format using the paddles and allowing the audience to kind of signal whether they were for something or against it or their opinion was really helpful, and I think it's really what it's all about.